A love song for Ricki Wilde. This book is so beautifully written, so intricate. It definitely has its twists and turns, and it's gonna make you think a little bit. This is a book about a girl by the name of Ricki, which is short for her real name. I'll let you read to find out what that is because I think it's quite interesting. But this is a story about Ricki, who is the baby of 3 sisters, and she's kind of like the outcast. She's the black sheep of her family in a sense. They're always making fun of her. They're always, having something to say because she's not typical like them in the sense of following in the footsteps of everyone else and what everyone else is telling them to do. They have a family business that is actually a funeral home, so everyone has pretty much followed suit with that and hopped on the train of that, and she's just like, yeah, no. She's kind of the troubled wild child, if you will. She meets this lady who needs to bury her husband, and from there the rest is history. This lady welcomes her into the area, into her home. She tells her about this shop that's out there, and so she's like, you know what, I'm gonna take the risk. And so she goes and she opens up her own flower shop, and she starts to kind of make these bouquets that are so beautiful and leave them at historical places around the city, which I think is really, really dope. If nobody's actually doing that in real life, somebody should be doing that in real life. But she does that, and she's really big on social media. But when she starts to do this and implement this, she's just doing it just because she just loves to, and then she's sharing these things. But people start to really gravitate towards her and really begin to know her and come visit the shop and things like that. But there is one time where she runs into a man. She runs into a man by the name of Ezra. Now, Ezra's story is very unique, and I cannot give you his story without you reading the book. Like, I just cannot. It would just give too much away. But they have a very unique experience and a very interesting journey of sorts. And I don't even know how to explain it without telling all of the story. And it's taking everything in me not to tell y'all. But they begin to unfold some things. They begin to dive into history of his past. They begin to uncover things historically. And so I really, really love that. I'm a like Black history and all that. You're gonna get a lot of that information in here, which I actually really enjoyed because I'm a person that I love Black history. I love, especially when it has to do with music. So the song, it makes sense when you read the book why it's called that. It's not all about this one song. At the same time, it is, right? But Ezra is a past musician and things like that, and so she runs into him a couple of times, and like I said, they begin to uncover a lot of things. So if you've not read it, if you didn't read it in 2024 or you're not in the middle of reading it, please read it in 2025. Like, let it be the first thing on your list. If you're a romance girl or even a Black history buff to a degree, or you love music or whatever the case might be, if you're looking for a really good romance, this is the book that you need to read. Just start off your year right.